All right, it's Monday, April 14th, just following up on the SPY. You can see if you're buying puts on this red reversal bar, it has now continued the first target lows of the day into this gap here. We'll see what develops at this inflection point. The options are moving up nicely. I just bought those 545 puts at 938 and they're up to 1040, so about a point higher. So you can treat this all at no risk right now. My inclination is to stay aggressive and hold on and see what really unfolds here on the daily chart. Can we get a reversal day developing out of these two inside bars? And I have been discussing for a while now that, after this big green bar to the upside, that gap down the next day, we are likely stuck in this area for a long time, which means the, good selling opportunities near the high end of the range when they unfold, good buying opportunities to the bottom end until we get out of this bar. To me, this was a failure near the top of the range, just looking at opening price action. So you kind of guide your way each day with how intraday price action unfolds and then see what develops. So here, since we're going below the first bar low, the question is this just a pause area and we start higher, which it doesn't look that way at the moment, or if we hold down here, then all of a sudden we start getting a directional move down to our next target, which seems to be, into yesterday's range down here, which would be a nice gain just on its own if it gets there. Then you see if this daily bar closes red, and if so, then you're kind of expecting to test lower going into the, tomorrow. And if that's the case, then we're starting to break down, back into this inside price action, which could lead, in a few days all the way down to the lows of this area, to the low end of this range. And again, with all the volatility, those are some really nice gains should it unfold. So again, I'm going to stay aggressive a little bit here and see what unfolds. Important to see how this daily bar ends up. But I've been talking all along, since this monthly chart is still in, the second month down, I need to see this whole monthly chart reverse up before I'm comfortable really to the buy side. That can only begin if the weekly bar turns up, and this green bar didn't seem to have the strongest looking, reversal look to it. It just looks more of a pause area after a long push down. So I'm still biased to the downside. And then given this big green mother bar, looking for opportunities to sell near the high end of that range. And that unfolded here, on this red reversal bar that at least expected to follow through down where it is now. And now we find out, if this day could really build up some momentum to the downside and then have a weak close to the day, and then which has expectations maybe to stay below the open all week long and start heading to the bottom of this inside bar range right in here. So anyway, that's kind of what's unfolding. Doesn't mean it has to, but that all the cards are in place to now stay to the short side until proven otherwise, and you can do it at no risk.